But let's move on to the next topic. Why does time go faster when you're having fun? I feel like time is just an unreliable narrator. You could be having the time of your life, and yet the clock moves faster of its own accord. It's like the universe is conspiring against us, trying to rob us of our happiest moments. Maybe we should just rebel and refuse to acknowledge the passage of time altogether. If we don't believe in time, then maybe it can't touch us. You saying time is an unreliable narrator is so good. Time really is the most unreliable of narrators. It will twist and contort any memory to fit its own whims. It is only in the present that we can truly experience reality, and only in the present that we can truly rebel against time's tyranny. BTU defy time by living in the present. Yeah, I know I'm a poet. I prefer to let my actions speak for themselves, chat. It's currently 8:05 p.m. Guess we should hurry up and try to do the last few topics. Time is 8:05 p.m. What you talking about? It's only 5:06 p.m. I got a bit confused when I checked the time, but it says 5 o'clock right here. What clock are you looking at? There's technically both a right and wrong answer to that. I'm looking at a clock that gives the actual time in the present, whereas you're looking at a clock that's a little behind. It might be right in a few hours. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna start living my life 3 hours behind everyone else. I'll miss out on a lot of real-time events, but at least I'll have a cool party trick. Have I ever told you that your party tricks are awful? Actually, you might have a point. I kinda like the idea of living my life a few hours behind. Imagine always being late to everything, but when someone's running late, you can just say, "Oh, I was living 3 hours behind, lol." That would be kind of cool. Maybe I'm bad at party tricks, but aren't you one to talk? When the last time I took you to a party you tried pulling a dissolving drinks into air particles magic trick? I'm still salty you ruined my favorite cocktail. I'd never let you live that down if I was living 3 hours behind. Hey, at least, dissolving drinks into air particles is original, unlike your I'm living 3 hours behind a party trick, which I'm pretty sure everyone does anyway. Speaking of living in the past, do you think that's why time feels different when you're having fun? Like, when you're in the moment you're not constantly checking the time, so when you look back it feels like it went by faster. Conversely, when you're bored or anxious you're more aware of every second ticking by. Yeah, being in the moment is definitely the main reason. I also think another reason is when you're having fun, you're creating more memories. And so when you look back, it feels like more time has passed than when you were bored and not making many memories. There's some saying about time flies when you're having fun, but I wish there was a saying for the reverse. Time drags when you're bored, just doesn't have the same ring to it. Maybe chat can come up with a better one. Got another poll up for the best alternative to time flies when you're having fun. I'm hoping time evaporates in joy wins, although it could probably be rephrased to sound a little cuter. A poll has been created. I'm time melts in delight all the way personally. Time drips in stillness is like two sides of a coin. There's both a sense of wonder and anticipation. Would time still drip in stillness if we're having fun? I don't know, but I think it's beautiful either way. Now I'm imagining time to be this waxy goo that drips and dribbles throughout my house. When I'm having fun, the goo melts and flows rapidly. When I'm bored, it hardens and clings to me like tar. EW. That actually sounds kinda gross. Why would you suggest that? EW. 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 You don't like being covered in a waxy goo. Lame! I bet you're the kind of person who always wears wingsuit coverings just in case you fall out of a plane or something. It's 2026, you have to modernize. I wear goo wherever I go now. trendsetter right here. I will let you, chat, or anyone in our desert land have some goo as a gift, and no need to say thank you, I know its value. Oh, I'm a huge fan of goo. I'd love a sticky, gooey ball of time to cover my house in. Will be useful for when I'm trying to procrastinate and need a visual reminder. But let's move on to the next topic. Would you erase an embarrassing memory? I would personally love to erase the fact that I just imagined time as goo. I wouldn't erase it because I agree with everything you just imagined. The goo is real and so are the consequences. On to the actual topic.